Hello everyone, it's Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet. How are you today? Today is, I believe it's Tuesday, February 2nd. No, Monday, February 2nd. It's February 2nd. Whatever day of the week that is. I think it's Monday. And I want to welcome you to my channel. I am a crochet channel, but I am learning to knit and other things occasionally. But I keep going back to crochet because that's my passion. Sometimes my husband and I live in a camper, and sometimes we do travel videos or sightseeing videos. But this is actually a knit video. But let's do a little catch up. We live in a camper. We left our campground and we have come to Nancy's house. Nancy from She's Got Yarn Too. We are staying on the farm for a week. Because of Boggy Creek, as if you've been around, thank you for being around and coming back. We raise blankets for a camp in Florida called Camp Boggy Creek. It is a camp for chronically ill children. And we start collecting blankets every August. This is our 4th year of delivering. As of yesterday, we have 2,708 blankets to deliver. We will be doing another unboxing on Thursday, the 5th, which will be the last one for this year because Friday the 6th we're delivering them. So this week we're going to get another trailer. We're going to rent one. Roy and I are renting one to load all the blankets in that don't fit in the trailer that we were so generously donated by Marie and her husband. So that's why we're here, so that we can get it together to be able to deliver those blankets on Friday. Then on the 7th, Roy and I are headed out of Florida, and we're going to go, we want to be in Mississippi for Mardi Gras, which is early this year in February. So that's what's up and coming as far as... Oh, there's a stink bug in the camper. How do bugs get in? I just don't know. But he wants to get out the window that does not open. So he's kind of stuck. And you can't kill them because they smell real bad, from what I understand. Do not go in my yarn bag. He didn't. I don't kill bugs. They crunch, and I just can't do that. So anyway, I showed you, and I don't know, maybe that video just came out yesterday, maybe, I don't know. But I showed you, I've been working on this knitted scarf because I'm learning to knit. And it's getting longer. But I said the last time I videoed that I wouldn't show it to you again until I finished the lavender yarn. And as you can see, here's the end of the lavender. So I'm going to do a couple of rows, I'm not sure how many, of this variegated, because I do that in between each row when a color ends, or when a scrap ends. I did a couple rows of the variegated, so I have to do that. But I need to save this variegated because I'm going to use that to do around the edges. So because it's curling really, really badly. But I did in one night, I think I crocheted from, about here up. That bug is making terrible noises. So I need to add in, I'm just going to continue. I'm not cutting this. It's just going to add it in and then go to a couple of rows of the variegated. And then Nancy gave me a scrap of purple because I don't think it's going to be long enough yet to be a scarf. So she gave me another purple to add in. And we need to measure and see how big it is today. Because I have not measured. I don't know the length. But I Googled and it said an adult scarf should be like at least 6 feet long, I think. And I was only at like 30 inches. And 6 feet is 72. I think it said 60, maybe it said 60 inches. I'll have to Google again because I already don't remember, but it wasn't long enough by a lot the last time. So let's see. Just use my cloth measuring tape. Now we are at 41. So I added about 10 inches. Yeah, it's somewhere between 40 and 41. Yep, 41 definitely. So I added about 10 inches since I showed it to you last, which is pretty good. Considering that, you know, knitted stitches, even on a 6mm hook needle, they're small. So yeah, I'm at 41 inches. I still need more. Oh, wait. Yeah, 42. Still not long enough. So I'm going to add this purple in after I do a couple rows of the variegated. Add in the purple that Nancy gave me. I'm like, I need, she says, what yarn do you want? You know, she's always so generous with her yarn. I'm like, I need a scrap of purple. She's like, what? Here, take this skein. I said, I don't want a skein. I just need a scrap. I can't add a whole skein. That totally defeats the purpose of the... She's like, I don't know if I have a purple scrap. But she just made some dog sweaters out of a variegated purple. And I'm like, where's the scraps for that? She's like, I don't know. I said, I need that. I need that for my scarf. So I don't know if you can hear, they're yelling out there. She's yelling for the dogs. So anyway, I'm trying to find that purple scrap that she had with her variegated from the dogs, because that would look really good in my scarf. But she gave me this purple so I can continue on with my knit project. I'm real excited to get this one long enough to actually call it a scarf and get it done so that I can start the next knit project. And Lynanne and I she found this scarf, and I was going to use those cotton minis to make it, which I really don't know if that's enough of the cotton to do that with. But when I found that scrap yarn, or not scrap, well, the yarn that I got from the thrift store, I'm like, I really want to use that yarn. And I think it's all the same stitch. I think you just knit both sides, but you do a border, you knit in the border. That I know for sure. And so I'm just thinking, and the yarns that I have for that are thinner. So I'll use smaller needles than these 6mm that I'm using on here. So I could really start at any time, but I don't want to have more than one knit project at a time. I'm not good enough for that, and I don't want to have to worry about remembering what I'm doing, even if it's only doing the knit stitch. I have enough crochet projects going on at one time. I don't need to add another multiple knit projects. So I'm trying to be very disciplined with that, but we'll see how that goes. But I knitted all of that like 10 inches in one night, I think. So I'm real impressed with that, and maybe I will try to get this done soon, so that I can start the knit pattern, because I really do want to do those other yarns. I think I have them. I don't know where they are. We packed up to move, and things got moved. And now I'm not quite sure where anything is, but there's like different weights and textures in those yarns. And so even though the pattern is very simple, if I play with the textures and the colors, I think it could be really fun. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And that's all I have on knitting today. They're moving cars around outside. But that's all I have on knitting today. Is I wanted to show you the progress. I'm really impressed that it got so big. Because I did have to frog a couple of times on it. And as you saw, I did put a lifeline in there. I did not, because I was getting such good progress, I did not accidentally on purpose drop a stitch to learn how to do that. It really twists my gut to say make a mistake on purpose. But it's a great idea. So I'm going to move my lifeline, and I am going to try that. I think. I mean, intellectually, it's a good idea, and I'm going to try it. And I am going to move my lifeline. Actuality, we'll see how it goes. May or may not. We'll see. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. I really want to thank you for watching and encouraging me in my knitting. It really does my heart good. Tune in to Boggy Creek on Thursday for our final unboxing. That'll be on Nancy's channel Thursday at 7. I know it's an unusual day for us, but it's the last one because we're taking the blankets on Friday. I don't know that we're going to go live because we keep always having issue trying to be live. So I think we'll just take video and, and just put it up on our channels of, what happened. Maybe, I'm sure that's probably what we'll do. And I think that's all I've got for you today. So thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing. See you at least by on Thursday at the final unboxing. And I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.